TMAC is here today. We're going to talk NBA basketball and probably NBA basketball only, unless TMAC has some hockey picks for us. No college ball today. There was two yesterday. We'll start the recap real quick here. The first game, I had under in the Xavier game, and it was looking good in the first half, but they do play two halves, and they scored 100 points in that second half. So the under was well out of question after that. Second game gave A&M -1.5 against the Washington State Cougars, and I don't know what the score finished up. They were up by 20 at one time, but they easily covered that 1.5 spread in college. How was your college yesterday, Bo?
I missed my teaser. Xavier, they did it for me, but that over, like you say, it was 100 points in the second half, killed that under, even on the tease.
Yeah. You had the tees with the right team, just the total went too high. So
Yeah,
tomorrow back at it again. One more game. I mean, I guess there's two. Coastal Carolina's playing Fresno. That's got to be the end of that.
yeah, that's
Um,
it.
and then the NIT is going to come up to an end tomorrow as well with Xavier and A&M. And I really don't think you could ask for a better game right there. It's a really good game.
Oh
I've already
yeah,
got my eye on that one. Looking forward to that tomorrow as one of the few college basketball games that are left. In the NBA, I split here on the show. Went 1-1. I gave the under in the Clippers game. Uh, Paul George came back and exploded, and that went over 218, so I missed on that. But I did catch the over in the Bucks and the Sixers game, over 231, cashing a ticket there. So all in all, 2-2. Can't complain. Didn't make any ground, but didn't lose any either. How about you in the NBA yesterday, Bo?
man, the Bucks went on an 11-0 run. Cashed that ticket for me, man. Bucks plus that 1.5, and that over, man. That Dallas game was never in doubt. Dallas put up 82 points in the first half, man. So if Pringle took that first half -6, he would have got that money too, man. So yeah, easy day in the NBA, man. So 2-0.
Very good, very good. Yeah, hopefully Pringle's here and can share the love, share the wealth on that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what you got going on today, T Mac? You got hockey today? You want to do any hockey or?
I have one bet in the hockey. Yeah, I've been playing that the last couple days. So I'm just taking the Oilers at -1.5 to win by 2 goals. It's +125. I think that's what I had it at. So I
Okay,
don't bet hockey a lot, so I don't really have a great breakdown for it. But I'm gonna play that today.
very good. Well, yeah, you've been saying your hockey's coming in, so whatever you're doing it right. Who does
Mm-hmm.
Edmonton play?
Um,
I think they're playing. I think it's playing Seattle. Is it
No,
Seattle?
uh,
Vegas is playing
Oh, Vegas
Seattle.
playing Seattle. That's right. That's right.
the Kings, LA Kings.
Yeah, the
Uh,
King. The
L.A.
King.
Kings and Edmonton's at home.
Right.
Yeah.
I do know that. Somehow I know that. So there you go. Edmonton laying the going half pace plus money. Very good. BP's here. Are you going to throw out an over in the Kraken game, BP? Because I was tempted to take it, and I still might. It was 6 at the book this morning. I said I know BP in that Kraken. You always be playing that 6. I wanted to throw a little money on it, and I still might. I don't know if it changes or what. It was minus over 6 -110. So give us a feel on that, BP. Thanks for showing up here.
Okay.
Um, Pringle is here. The Dallas over did come through, and Christopher's here. And how we doing? We're doing good. We just got started. Just did the recap, and T Mac gave a -1.5 with Edmonton Oilers. Ron's here. How's it going, Ron? We're getting ready to start. We're going to do all NBA tonight. That's it. We got the hockey out of the way, and we are going to start hot in the NBA. There are 11 games tonight. A big slate. T Mac didn't have a lot, but I'm sure Bo does. Start us off with the players, so Bo.
Hey man, let's go and go to one of them early games. Go to New York, man. We got the Knicks at home going against some Charlotte Hornets. Hornets -2. I think the over and under went down about 223. I think it did, but I'm gonna take the Hornets. We already know, man, that the Knicks they beat them last week in Charlotte pretty bad too. So this is a nice little revenge spot for them Hornets, man. Also, we know that they're one of the top teams in the NBA on offense. I think they're number 5, but they do lack on the offensive side. But I don't think that New York got the offense to take advantage of their defense's problems. So I think they get the job done tonight, man. They got something to play for. New York, they just playing spoiler right now. I think they 5 games out. I don't think they're gonna be able to catch nobody. So with motivation coming off a loss to them on some revenge, give me the Hornets, man, -2. I'll take them up to 3 too as well. Also, extra play for this game. I got LaMelo Ball, man, over his points, 21 and a half. Last time he played the Knicks, he put up 32, man. So let's rock with them. Let's rock with the Hornets -2. LaMelo Ball over 21 and a half, -110. 2 plays from me right there.
All right, there you go. Sounds good. The line right before show it had moved to 3. So if you want to jump on that line, you either buy it at 3 or go minus 120 at 2.5, and the total is at 222. And you leaned in a direction on that total on this?
If I was, I would take the over. I don't know why it's going down. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be some points in this game. Like I say, Hornets can shoot. They don't play no defense. That always equals an over when a team can score, but don't play no defense. But I didn't make a bet in it. I think that Julius Randle gave it up for the year. I don't know for sure, but I heard that I seen a few little places where he might be hanging his sneakers up for the rest of the season, man. So if he's out, I definitely like to play even more.
All right. Yeah, and not everybody, but a lot of people like that play as well with the line moving in Charlotte's direction. BP comes back with, yep, over 6 goals in the Kraken. That's on tonight. That is one of his plays. You can still find it at -110 in most spots.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, TMAC? Do you like anything in that Hornets Knicks game? Or are you staying away from that?
I'm actually on the Hornets as well. That was going to be my top play for the day.
Well, there you go.
Bo mentioned most of it, so I endorse that completely. Even at the 3, I picked it up last night at the 2. So
All right. Yep. It was 2 first thing this morning. I've seen 2, but right before the show, it moved to 3. So the money's starting to come in closer to game time. Ron's here. How's it going, buddy? Ron likes the Dallas Mavericks on the money line. They are playing the Cleveland Cavaliers. He also likes the Suns on the money line, and we'll get to that. They're playing the Golden State Warriors in San Francisco there. Chris is here. Hey, buddy. How's it going? He likes Memphis on the money line. They're laying, it was 6, it's down to 5 against San Antonio. So that's pretty pricey money line there. And he likes the Hornets at 1.5. So Ron's got a full card there with a lot of money line plays. BP took the Heat on the money line plus 180 against the Celtics. That's bold right there. I like it. I like
Man,
it.
I guess, yeah.
I didn't play it. So lots of games, lots of things to talk about. Miami and Boston over 216. Ron likes. I showed a 213 right before show. So you might have got the bad side of that number. And Pringle wants to know if there's any thoughts on the Denver over. Denver's coming in to play Indiana. Damn, it seems like these two just played, or maybe I'm mistaken, but the over set at 235.5. Anybody got any thoughts on that high total with Denver and the Pacers?
I mean, if I was to play that game, I couldn't do nothing but take the over, man. Indiana's been giving up 130 points a game in like their last 5. I mean, if Denver come out to play like they know they can, they should be able to hang at least 125 on these people or better. I don't see why they couldn't.
He shows 231 on his card, so maybe he played it and asked him what we think about it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. He probably got it earlier. That's what it started at.
Yeah, it looks like you're definitely on the right side because it's moved up to 235.5. You looking at that game at all? The total, that's a high total to me.
Yeah, it's a pretty high total. I if I were to play, I would be on the over, but I'd be more interested in the first half a little bit.
Okay.
But no, I didn't play it though.
Okay. So there it is.
Probably a smart thing to do, since Denver probably can't play a little bit of defense. If you want to isolate it, just isolate and take Denver over their team total. You know what I'm saying? Probably in the first half and the full game. I don't. Indiana's not playing on defense, man. They're giving up 130 points a game. So you know what I'm saying. So just I'm gonna go bet it myself. I'm gonna go bet it myself, man. I'm taking Denver over their team total in the first half and the full game, man. I don't see no way Indiana gonna be able to stop them.
All right, there you go. He's buying now on the
Yeah, I
team
mean, I
total
mean,
in Denver.
I mean,
All right, all right. New game and Mia's here. No, you haven't missed much. TMAC did a hockey play. Edmonton minus a goal and a half at a $1.25. And we just been talking games. Bo gave an official play of the Hornets -2. He would even lay the 3 that it's at now. Um, and Ron is on the under. So we've just been talking a lot about what's in the chat. T Mac also likes the Hornets, so a little bit of a consensus there. I lean Hornets. I just didn't play it. Um, my first play I'll give out tonight is Orlando and Washington. Total set at 218 and a half now. I got it at 219. Um, I took under 219, so it moved down half a point. It's still a good play, I think. And the spread is 3. I didn't mess with that at all.
mm-hmm.
Um, so what else, Bo? What else you got? I gave one. I got 2 more, and we can talk about any game that comes up. But what else? What play did you make tonight?
All right, man. Let's go ahead and let's go to Canada, man. Where we got Toronto -3. I think it went down to 2.5. And that over and under, I got it at 230. I think it went down to 229. But I like the under in this game. The first time they already didn't play, man, they only scored 194 points in that first game they played. So I think tonight, with both these teams, having something to play for, man. Minnesota trying to stay out that playing game. Also, Toronto is too. So I think we'll see defense. Plus, Toronto, man, they done got healthy. They got mostly all their players back. They defend the perimeter pretty good. So I think if they could just kind of boggle up uh, that boy Cat, man, I think it'll be a low scoring game again. So I got it around about 225. So I would take it. I would take the 229. That's what you get it at. But I took the under, man, in between Minnesota and Toronto.
Very good, very good. I hope I say your name right. I think it's Chavoy. I want to try that. Chavoy Samuels is here. How's it going? He's been plugging into my channel for a while now, so he's made it to the live show. Likes the Celtics first half, Memphis first half, loves the Mavericks first half, and the Mavericks in the first half, and they're coming in so quick. I think Pringle asked Bo what he thought of the. But what do you think of the Mavs in the first half, laying a point and a half against Cleveland Cavaliers?
Uh, yeah, man. Well, like I said, with Dinwiddie being out the game, that's gonna kind of limit their offense. But I think we'll see a low scoring game in this game, man. That's really what I would lean to in this game instead of taking a side. Uh, both these teams, man, tops in defense. They both on play slow. I don't see. I don't think a team make it to 100 points in this game. I don't really think they will do, man. They
Yeah, total set at 214. He thinks it's going to be a tight game.
Yeah, I would take the under. You know what I'm saying? That's where I would look at. You know what I'm saying? I like Dallas is the better team right now at this point. You know what I'm saying? They playing better. They got the better momentum, but they send too many key players, so I wouldn't trust them tonight. It kind of seems like they kind of want to just get in here and get out. So I wouldn't do it tonight, Pringle. I'll look at the under though, man. Take that under 214. I think that'll cash you a ticket.
All right, very good. Um, Ron Hahn thinks no. Ron Hahn says his best play, his favorite play tonight is probably the. I think he said the over in the New Orleans Pelicans. These messages are coming pretty quick. Yes, it is. Over in the New Orleans and the Portland Trailblazers over 225. It's still set at 225. What do you think about that, T-Mac? You think 225? That's a reasonable number to me. It seems like.
Yeah, I didn't really look at that game too much. Um, Said the Portland game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Portland.
yeah, the Portland game. And yet, Pringle Dinwiddie is definitely out tonight. We just caught that before a show. But Ron says his best play tonight is over 225, with the Pelicans being a huge road favorite. They're laying 14 and a half points going into Portland. That's a
Yeah.
huge road spread.
Sorry, I don't have much of a take on that game.
I
Okay.
think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna do it.
You think they're going over 225?
No, I think Pelicans gonna cover that spread.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. But hey man, the Pelicans been playing some good defense. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like Portland can get into the hundreds, and then I think that overs in play. I see the Pelicans putting up 120 points in this game. We already know, man. Since All Star Weekend, Portland's been giving it up. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give it up. And we got CJ McCollum going back home. So, that's always a good angle to look at. I think he going to have a massive game. Like I said, if I was to play it, man, I'll lay them points, man. You know what I'm saying? The bookmakers already letting you know with that spread being so big, they're trying to scare you away from it. But go ahead and go on. I'm gonna lay the wood, man. I like the Pelicans. It's not. I didn't bet it, but I'm gonna make it official play on my record on the video. Give me them Pelicans, man. For the
All
money.
right, all right. And Ron is saying, yes, it's going to go over. No doubt about it in his mind. So, with
Um,
that being said,
I'm
go
rocking
ahead, T
with I'm
Mac.
rocking with you. I'm rocking with you, Ron.
All right, go ahead, T
just
Mac. What you got?
just back to that Dallas game. I think it was Pringle or that was on the first half for Dallas. I endorsed the first half. If they, I know Bo wanted them to take the under, but if you were gonna take Dallas, take them in the first half because they're on a back to back and they'll be tired in the second half. So if you do like Dallas, first half makes more sense.
Yeah, and like
I agree.
Bo and I realized they're missing a lot of bench, so
Yeah.
I think T Mac's angle is real good there too. Take them in the first half.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
hard to
I
tell
agree.
how this game will end. Um, so with that saying, um, all right, I'm trying to figure out what Chavoy has said, saying something about the Pistons in Orlando admires them as dogs. So Orlando is a 3-point dog. So it looks like it's a lean there. Um, yeah, my play. Did I go on that play? Yeah, I did the under 219 in that game. So I
Mm.
might take the three, but I like the under better myself. So my next play is going to be in Memphis and San Antonio. Um, Spurs have an outside chance to get to this ninth spot too. I know it's been the Lakers we've been talking about, and the Pelicans are really bad on and out, but the Spurs have been coming along, and they have an outside chance of also grabbing that ninth spot. So I'm going to take a chance and grab those 6 points tonight with them at home against the Memphis team that's locked in number 2 in the West. There's really nowhere for them to go. They're not moving to 1. They're not going down to 3. The lines came down to 5. The total set at 234. So I'm going to take the Spurs and hope they can hang in there with Memphis and cover the 6 points at home.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Ron says the Spurs have been playing good ball, but not with the Grizzlies. So he's probably thinks I'm off on my own path here. So yeah, I may be, and I'm going to give it a shot. Somebody's agreeing with me because the line's coming down. So what's next, Bo? What you got?
Well, the only play I had left, man, and I'm gonna recommend a no play with this one, but I did give it out on the video. I took the Thunder plus that 12.5, but they are sitting too many people. I thought that Alexander was gonna play, but he's out. Giddy's out. So I still play. I still go play it, but just be light with it if you jump on that. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta, they just not good on the road. You know what I'm saying? They last 15 games, on the cover 5 of them. For the season, they're 12 and 25 on the road, and off of a back to back where they're a favorite on the road. They're only 6-9 in the last 15. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like Atlanta covering big spreads. They just played Indiana and they only beat them by 9 points. And like we just discussed earlier, man, Indiana giving up 130 points a game. So if you can't beat Indiana by uh, double digits, I don't see them beating the Thunder by double digits at home as well. So I took the Thunder plus 12.5.
All right, he played it. He played it. He stuck with it, but he might not be advising it. It sounds like.
Yeah,
Um,
just you know what I'm saying. If you play it, just go light. You know what I'm saying. Don't put your normal amount. Just probably go half.
yeah, and you may get that backdoor cover because OKC just keeps covering, and the Hawks just want to get a win.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe rest some guys towards the end because the Hawks are also making that push for the last spot in the West or in the East, excuse me. So the Hawks may in the first half may be a better angle. They'll
Yeah.
jump out to that lead and kind of cool down in the second half, and then the Thunder does their thing and backdoor covers it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hey
They did.
Terry, how's it going?
They
Nope,
did
no
with a lot of
problem at
injuries
all.
too.
Um, Ron saying over 226 in the Atlanta. It's moved way up to 230, so he must have jumped on that real early.
Got a good number.
Yep, yep. So, other than that, we'll move on. There's a few games we haven't touched on at all. Well, did you get somebody gave play in the Minnesota Toronto game? That's a big game tonight, or at least
I
I
took the
think
under.
the
I,
under.
I I have 2 plays on it actually. I did a little bit more looking into it. I took Minnesota in the first half at +1, and then I took Toronto to cover the full game at +2 or -2.5. So kind of on both teams here. It seems to be working out pretty good lately.
All right, so he did a reverse thing in Minnesota in the first half, and then Toronto to come back. And I don't know about your book, TMAC, but my book will offer a play like that, where I can say
Double
team A
chance.
wins, double chance, yeah. Or my
I
team,
just
this
make
team,
them single bets. Like first half, I'll take Minnesota, then make another bet with Toronto at two and a
yeah. But
half.
what I'm trying to say is what they call there's a double chance bet on some sites where you can predict who wins the first half and then who wins the full game, and
Oh,
you'll get like a +3 to 1 if you nail it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and one of the options is tied in the first half, and then predict the winner. They pay 10 to 12, 10 to 1, 12 to 1 sometimes catching that
really?
time.
Yeah. You got to
Yeah,
go.
Wow.
But you got to go on the props.
yeah. It's like we say, it's called double chance.
Mm-hmm.
I like playing them sometimes. I'll sprinkle a little bit on a tie because it pays such great odds.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna have to look into that.
yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty fun. I wouldn't go crazy on them, but you can
One
catch it right if what
one
you're
out of
saying.
10 games, maybe you throw something like that on.
Well, if
Well,
you
well,
like
the
it's
way
like
you're
tonight.
playing it tonight, if you're saying Minnesota's going to win the
Yeah.
first half, and then Toronto's going to win the second half, you still may get a 3 to 1 or 4 to 1 on that. And
Mm-hmm.
and you've been hitting them like these lately, so I just wanted to
Yeah, so
share that with you.
that'd be interesting for sure.
Yeah, it's on the offshore sites a lot. I don't have all the other apps that,
Okay, I'll look into my other one.
uh, but yeah,
Well,
look
it's
in the
off.
game section. In the game section, they'll usually have something in the
They have
top
so
area.
many options. It's tough to get through, find what you like in them.
Ron's throwing out that Jokic will get a double double. Yeah, we looked at Jokic's double doubles and it's like -1,000. So I'm pretty sure you're right on that. Jokic, Joker averages double double every game. So um,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, finishing up the topic of that game, Minnesota Toronto. I'm willing to take Minnesota on the money line. Actually, I got it at +130 this morning. So we're kind of butting heads on that. TMAC thinks Toronto is going to cover in the end. I just think Minnesota has a little more to play for, and quite frankly, I just think they're a little better team. So I took a
Yep,
chance. +130. It's not a 5-star player or nothing, but I like the spot and the chance.
yep.
So
Today was a very tough card to go through. I found so. We'll see what happens. Definitely.
And
Yeah,
Chavoy likes
it's,
the
it's
T
gonna
Wolves
it's
as
gonna be
well.
tough. It's gonna be
Yeah.
tough, man, for the rest of this to playoffs, cause you got to cap motivation, who want to play, who gonna play, who not. You know what I'm saying? So it's this like a tough week, the last week of the NBA season, the regular season. So
Well, and like I
Completely
said,
agree.
I just think Minnesota is the better team. If they played 10 times, Minnesota would win 6 or 7 of them. That's where I lean on that. Um, so Pringle wants to know about Boston. That's a big game too. Yeah, it's probably actually it's the biggest game of the night. I should
I'm
bet.
on that game.
Well, what you got then? Throw it at us.
I'm on Boston first half minus 2.5. Um, I was kind of looking towards Miami the full game. 5.5 is a lot of points for these two teams playing against each other, but it's Boston. I think they're going to cover that first half spread at 2.5. Not easily, but I think they'll be up by 5 or so at first half.
Yeah, I show a line of 5 right before show, and a total set at 213, which seems suspiciously kind of low to me.
Yeah.
Uh, but this is going to be almost a playoff game. There's 4 teams now, all right within a game, all fighting for the #1 spot in the East with like 6 or 7 games to go. Miami, which has been up there most of the year, Boston's climbed back into the top. Milwaukee and Philadelphia, the two other teams, Milwaukee and Philly, played last night. So Miami and Boston are going head to head tonight. So, what do you think's going to happen in this game, Bo? Boston's going to win, cover, or Boston's going to
hey,
win?
man,
Miami
uh,
covers, or Miami's going to take the W down in Boston?
yeah, Miami gonna take the W, man.
Miami's going to get the W. Take. Oh, there you
No, no,
go.
no, 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 no.
Oh, oh,
No, no, no. I was just playing. It's like
oh, oh.
Uh,
no, Boston is not gonna lose this game, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Miami did just beat Sacramento, but let's not forget, man, they got beat by Golden State without Steph Curry. They got blowed out by Brooklyn. Hey, man, they got beat. I mean, hey, man, look, I don't think the issue's gonna get fixed. Whatever's going on in Miami, I don't think they're gonna fix it that fast, man. Boston, they rested. And even when they had all their players out, they still went to Toronto, pushed them to overtime. Man, this team just they're good. You know what I'm saying? They're like #1 on defense. I don't see Miami going there and getting a win. It might cover it. The points might help them, but I don't see Boston losing, man. I even think this game gonna be higher scoring. I think it's gonna go over the total too. Uh, both these teams play good defense, but I think in this situation, man, 213 too low. I think both these teams to get it done. So I like Boston, man. I wouldn't lay the 5, but if you want to pair them up with somebody else in a little 2 team money line parlay, I probably rock it that way. But I don't think Miami gonna win the game.
All right, all right. Let me get to these comments. As you spoke, we got about 12 comments coming in. First off, BP says Miami wins, so that is the bold play of the night. He is going out on his own island here, and he's calling Miami to win tonight. Ron saying the Bucks will be #1 in the East. Ron is also saying Boston's going to take it tonight. He agrees with you. He didn't put a spread, but Chris Morrow's coming at us hard with Boston in the first quarter spread. That is the lock of the night in
Click
Chris's
clack
eyes.
click, click clack clack.
Yep, clack. The lock of the night. Boston in the first half -1.5. So there you go. And Ron says that Davis in Miami. He might ride with them, but not in Boston. Now, VP's coming out as no Tatum. That's word to me because I thought for sure Tatum, Brown, and Horford were all playing.
what?
If you guys want to continue to talk, I'm going to
I
look
have,
that up.
man. That's new to me too.
Yeah,
Tatum's
so
out. No way.
let me look myself because if that's the case, then that kind of changes a few things. So let's see what we've
I think
got
Atlanta
Well,
been
here.
without Tatum and Brown against the Raptors, they played really, really good. So
I'm on,
I don't
man. I
think they're
think
going to.
if Tatum would have been out, that line would have went down.
I agree. I agree. It shows probable on my end. I'm going to my better resource here. Ron says he's playing. Chavoy says I know Tatum is playing. So BP might have got his information. And I show on the RotoWire that Tatum is playing. So
Yeah, he's playing.
unfortunately, BP, we don't
Yeah, it's
Agreed.
6:30 now where I am, and the game starts soon, so it would be
Game
the line would have
starts.
moved by now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the game starts in 1 hour, and if he was not playing, as Bo said, the line would have moved.
Scared me.
Nah, man.
So,
Hey, one thing I done learned about betting on these sports, that line gonna tell you what's going on. If you see
yes,
that
sir.
line going, if you see it going up, then there may be some proper going on with the other team. You see it going down, then you know it may be some, you know what I'm saying? Just like that Dallas game. Dallas started at 5 point favorite. It went all the way down to 2. So without even
Yeah,
looking at the injury report, you know that somebody ain't playing for Dallas.
Yeah, yeah. BP said bad info. Sorry, no problem, no worries. Um, yeah, we don't always know, and sometimes it's best to wait till like now. Hey, I just wanted to tell everybody we got a lot of people here today, and we really appreciate every one of you. That start next week, we're gonna start our change time. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna start coming on an hour earlier. So instead of 6 on the east, we're gonna be 5 in the east, 4 on the central, and 2 out here on the west. So starting Monday with our championship March Madness game on Monday, which will probably be the only game played. There's no NBA on Monday. But starting moving forward next week, we're going to start coming on an hour earlier. We're going to try to start picking up some more viewers. Bo had mentioned that there's other shows going on at this time, so we're going to try to change and get a little jump on the other guys and see if we can start really moving in a good direction on our end. So we're going to come a little earlier with the same amount of info, but an hour earlier. So we hope everyone can make that time or catch the video after we play. We're trying to put out a lot of good winners here. And on that note, I'll give you one last play that I've got today is Phoenix and Golden State. The line started at 6.5. I grabbed Golden State this morning with 6 points. It's since moved down to 4.5. Phoenix has really got nothing to play for except improving their incredible record. And I think Golden State has been on a downward trend, and I think coming home tonight could possibly make things better for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if Golden State actually won this game. We'll see how hard Phoenix goes tonight, but I do like having those 6 points in the whatever Chase Center, if that's what they call it. I think they're in San Francisco, so I do like Golden State in the last game of the night with 6 against a red hot Phoenix team.
Yeah. I
So
don't know, man. Something about this game, I feel the same way you feel about it, man. I feel like it's a trap, man. I feel like I think like Golden State gonna get the win, man. For some reason, just you got that feeling. I feel like Golden State to play tonight.
I just don't feel Phoenix has any reason to really go out there and press it too hard, risk injury, tire out your guys. 2 weeks left in the season. In fact, playoffs start 2 weeks from tomorrow. Um,
perfect.
I mean, it just
so
it just it just seems too easy. You know what I'm saying? Like Golden State been on the slide. Phoenix done won like 8, 9 games in a row. They only land 4 points.
well, it was 6, and now it has moved down. So I think others see it how I'm
I'm
seeing
saying
it.
why? I'm saying why is it going down? Who on it? Who out? Who are they showing is out for Phoenix?
Oh, nobody. It's the money's moving it, Bo.
That's what I'm
Is
saying.
uh is,
That's
is
that's what
Phoenix
I'm
winning by
saying.
margin their last couple games?
Phoenix
Huh?
beats everybody by margins, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean
I
they've been
I don't I
they've been
I don't have
smashing
them very
people.
much.
Yeah, yeah. Phoenix, they cover. They're beating everybody.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
I said, go ahead, Bo.
Now I'm just saying, like I know the money's was doing it, but I'm like, why is people betting on Golden State? Why?
They
Oh,
probably see the angle I see. Like I said, Phoenix has no reason to go out there and
That's what I'm saying.
blow.
So why don't Phoenix just rest some of their players? Why they even playing them? Why don't they do what Dallas doing? Just don't let Booker play. Don't let Chris Paul play. You know what I'm saying? Like
it'd be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, I mean they have 2 guys out. Cameron Johnson's out and Javon McGee's out. So other than that, they've got their starting lineup in there tonight. And you don't know, Bo. They could come in and play the first half and rest of the second half.
Yeah. I agree with you. I mean, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just trying to educate. It's we educate a little bit too. Just
Oh
trying,
yeah, definitely.
yeah. We just trying to show people how to look at the lines and try to understand what's going on. Sometimes it's not about who's out, who's playing. It's about just being in tune with the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Chris is saying the Warriors are going to lose tonight. LOL. Good luck. Yeah, they may lose, but
Yeah.
I have 6 points. So I'm starting out 6-0 ahead. Um, they may lose, and they probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're the favorite, the Suns.
Right.
But I like
Golden
taking.
State, like you said, has more to play for, right?
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
At this
Yeah,
time, so it's makes sense to be on
yeah,
Golden
they're
State, right?
slipping.
Situationally.
They're in the 3 spot, and they're slipping. In fact, if they don't get it together, Dallas will take that 3 spot. What I saw, let's see. Dallas is 1 game behind them in the 3 spot. So if Golden State don't start pulling it together, they're going to slip down to 4 and end up playing Utah in the first round. So, or they could slip down to 5. To be honest with you, so
Mm-hmm.
there's a
Playing
lot of
Utah wouldn't be a
pivotal.
bad thing.
Right, but playing Denver, yeah, just choose your poison,
But
really.
tough.
So Ron saying, "Hell yeah, Phoenix gets it done tonight." So everybody's in love with Phoenix tonight. That makes me like Golden State just a little more. No offense, guys, but um, I mean, I just like the points. Phoenix will probably get it done. Don't get me wrong. If you're betting Phoenix on the money line, you know,
So, John, you still like the 4.5 right now?
yeah, I like the 4.5. Yeah, I do.
Okay. Okay.
I do. I might pay $1.20 and have 5 in my back pocket. Chris
Yep.
is saying takes the Suns in the first half, and that may be the best play in the game. Um, I don't know what really does transpire tonight. Maybe the Suns jump out to a nice lead, and then they kind of gear back, or maybe the Suns go full throttle, and I'm wrong, and they beat them by 17 points tonight. That's why they play the games.
I can't wait for the playoffs to get started here and get these teams situated where they need to be.
Well, yeah, and then we'll really clearly know what everybody's doing. This time of year is, like I said, real tricky. It happens every year in every sport. Even in the NFL, you don't know if teams are losing to get a better draft position. And this year,
You
you
just
don't know
don't know.
what the
Yeah.
motivation is, who they really, because coaches know who they ideally would like to play in the playoffs. That one year the Clippers were losing, so they could find their spot
Yeah.
in the playoffs, and it didn't work out as well as they had hoped. But there are agendas that we may not see here on the outside. That you know, just because number one and number two seed, you're still getting home court. It's who your opponent is. Like in the East, I don't know if I'd want to be number one. You're going to get against Brooklyn, and Brooklyn
Yeah.
struggles at times, but they're starting to, pull it
Pick
together.
it
And
up.
Kyrie's able to play at home, so I might be want to be number two in the East, and have to play. Who would that be? Toronto or who's down there? Cleveland. Why would I not want to be number two in the East and play the Cleveland Cavaliers rather than play Brooklyn in the first round?
Brooklyn. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, they all look at it a little differently, that's for sure.
and Ron saying Brooklyn is trash. They won't make it past the first round. Well, give me some odds and I'll take you on a side bet with that, Ron. Because I'm not saying they're not going to make it past the first round. When you got Kyrie Irving and you got Kevin Durant,
Is that Simmons guy playing yet or what?
Simmons is not gonna probably play. He
He's
is
just fucking an idiot, eh?
yeah.
I don't like him. Just disrespect the
No,
game
the
like that.
Sixers got the better end of the deal. At least they got somebody that is playing. So the Nets did lose on that deal. Um, and I think the Nets would have more. I'm not a big fan of Steve Nash as a coach. I liked him as a player, but I just don't think he had enough experience to take over this coaching spot.
I agree.
So that is that. Like I said, Ron says the Nets won't make it past the first round. that we will see here in 2 weeks. Depending who they play, it could be anyone between Boston, Philly, um, Milwaukee, or Miami. It could be any of those 4 teams that will be facing Brooklyn that probably will play in the play-in game if things continue as they are now. So that should do it. Like I said, same time tomorrow, same time on Friday. We're gonna try to have everybody here for Friday. Can you make it Friday, TMAC?
Yeah, I should be okay.
All right,
I'll
Friday we
I'll let
want
you
to
know.
just we want to try to do the Final Four matchups Friday.
Okay,
Give
I'll be there.
for the Saturday game, so give everybody an idea what we're looking at for Final Four on Saturday, and whatever NBA we can come up with as well on Friday. So
Hopefully, some good hockey keeps
and some
going.
hockey. There you go. So that's going to wrap it up today. We got 20 minutes till tip off. 11 games in the NBA tonight, and what 5 or 6 in the NHL. So,
All right, man. Before we get up out of here, my best play
All right.
is LaMelo Ball, man, over his points, 21.5.
and there you go. That'll end it for the night. LaMelo Ball over 21.5. He's going to be balling, putting up the points. So rock with that. We'll follow that, and we'll hold you to it tomorrow, Bo.
For sure.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for TMAC. Thanks, Bo. Thanks for everyone watching.
All right,
Thanks for all the
guys.
comments and the questions, and
Thanks,
thanks for
guys.
putting that in place.
Yeah,
See
man.
y'all tomorrow, hopefully.
Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody.
Everybody, thank you. Very good. Thank you. All right. Good night.
All right, y'all.
See you.